What is poppin', friends? Back from the dead here. I was sick for 3 weeks, so I wasn't able to play or record anything. Last Sunday I played my week 2 and week 3 matches, so I'll be going over them. Probably 2 videos, maybe I'll do it in one, we'll see about that. So week 2 against Quinto Beans. The Honchkrow-off. Havana Honchkrows against Charlotte Honchkrows. Winner gets to keep his name, I guess. So let's see what the matchup looks like. So he has the Mega Aerodactyl, Floatzel, Scolipede, Cobalion, Typhlosion, Hydreigon, Rotom Wash, Togekiss, Palisand, Reuniclus, and Ferrothorn. So looking at the matchup, first thing you see of course is the Mega Aero with 150 speed. Outspeeds everything on my team, which is annoying, but we can work around it. Next thing I see is that Rotom Wash is annoying. I don't want to bring Shame in because it's a bad mon. Yeah, pretty much. So I have to work around the Rotom Wash as well in building. And then Reuniclus is always a problem because my dark type is a Honchkrow and Honchkrow does not take any hits at all. So yeah, let's look at the team I built. So what I wanted to do was pretty much win with Coco after the arrow is dead. So yeah, the Coco, Expert Belt, 3 attacks, pretty much hits everything except Ferrothorn. If he goes Ferrothorn, then I go into my Victini, which is a pretty offensive set this week with Gracium Z, Energy Ball. The idea is to lure in Rotom and then just kill it with Z. After I pretty much just damage it for a little bit so I can see if he is Spit F or defensive or offensive or whatever. So next up, Bronzong. This is my arrow check with Colbur, because Crunch kills it pretty much in 2 hits. So pretty standard set, Stealth Rock, Shower Ball, Psywave, Toxic, with max defense of course. And then we got a Gliscor, pretty much a utility set. Earthquake, Toxic, Roost Knockoff. Not really offensive, but it pretty much just is a pivot if I need it, so that's nice. Then we got Honchkrow. I brought the mascot. This is meant to deal with the Reuniclus somewhat. It's not really reliable, but in most cases it can 1v1 it. So it's a Snarl, Knight, Slash, Roost, Superpower for the Steel type, Ferrothorn I think, and for the Hydra. Then we have Blastoise, which is a breaker set, as pretty much usual I think. I put Aqua Jet on it so I can pick off the arrow after it's a little bit weakened, so it's like 30% kills it. Ours for Dark Pulse, just generic coverage, and then Rapid Spin to get rid of spikes and T-spikes and rocks and whatever. So let's get into the game. On matchup I see no Reuniclus, so that makes me very happy. I see a Floatzel. Don't really take that thing seriously because it's a Floatzel. So I pretty much just lead Victini here because it has a pretty decent matchup against most of his team except for Arrow or the Floatzel. So he leads Scolipede, which is fine. I can just stay in and Blue Flare. He protects, so he gets a speed boost. I just Blue Flare again. No reason not to. I can gauge damage on the Rotom, for example, which comes in here. So that's nice. 71%, so that means the Z-move kills him now. So I do that. Pretty much just fucking kill it. That's nice. Was a really big threat against my team, of course. I didn't really have a Rotom switch in this week, so this was pretty much the only way I beat Rotom. So that's nice that it worked. Here comes in the Revenge Killer, Mega Arrow. I have to go Bronzong. Unfortunately, he crunches right away, so I lose my berry. That's pretty bad. That means that I have to be careful when I switch in my Bronzong. I need the HP pretty much to still check it. But on that turn I just Stealth Rock. I don't think he stays in there, so 3 rocks. If you look at my team, you see that I don't really have a good Hydra switch in either. Coco pretty much is the only one, but he could be like some dumb belt shit or whatever that kills me, so that's not good. Fortunately, my Honchkrow doesn't do anything this game, so this can be a great scouting tool. He brings in arrow again on the U-turn, and of course I have to be careful with this arrow, so yeah, I have to sack my Honchkrow, so my mascot dies turn 7. But at least it gives me my Bronzong again. I just hit what in front of me because I have to kill the arrow at some point. He goes Ferrothorn, which is fine. I get Invictini again. And at this point, I think he knockoffs, that's what he does. Yeah, he just knocks on the switch, which is fine. I don't think he stays in here because I still have a Coco and he doesn't deal with Coco all that well. So I make an aggressive play and I click Dazzling Gleam on the Hydreigon, so that dies. There's no chance it lives. So that's nice, 2 really big threats gone. So the arrow comes back in. I go Gliscor. Gliscor takes 2 Stone Edges. Granted, I don't get crit, so yeah. I go Gliscor and I Toxic him because he's not quite in range of the Aqua Jet yet. So I just sack my Gliscor here. Doesn't really have a purpose anymore. He falls to 33%, and I think this is a roll now to kill with Aqua Jet. So let's see if I get it. I don't. No, 5% left. He misses a Stone Edge, which is kind of bad for him. It's damage on my Blastoise, which is good for him. But yeah, he hit 3 of them, so you're bound to miss 1. Now the Ferrothorn comes in. I just stay in to Aura Sphere. Blastoise did its job, so he paralyzes me, which is fine, and then I just knock him out with another Aura Sphere. So now the Scolipede comes in, and this is a pretty big threat because he can start setup now, and I'm paralyzed, so that can end pretty badly for me. Luckily, I break through, and then I crit him. Now this crit didn't really matter because Dark Pulse had a chance to kill at that range anyway. I think it was a 5 out of 16 roll, so not really in my favor, but it could have been in my favor. Also, he Swords Danced here, and if he lived and he Swords Dance, of course, then next turn I can try to Aqua Jet kill him, so he dies anyway. So last mon is the Floatzel. This thing is not really a threat. This is banded damage, doesn't really do anything. Get paralyzed a couple of times. Yeah, I eventually break through and just knock him out with Dark Pulse, so that's nice. GG to Quinto. Sorry for a little bit of hacks, but I don't think it really influenced the game all that much. I still had 4 mons left, so yeah, GG, and I am the best Honchkrow team, of course. So yeah, next video will be week 3 against Neff, which will be up soon as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So bye.